The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein type deal where he was filming everybody, right? The thing is, like, we're getting the rumors from the.
The reports are that Diddy was running some sort of Epstein-type bargain where he was recording everyone right. The thing is, like, we're getting the reports from the web. And the web feels that the Taliban took out that extension in Baltimore. So, like, understands what's genuine that Diddy's legal counselors, I figure, said, man, you doing it, man, you merit it, daddy. You investing that energy, glad for you. I love you since the assault on Diddy's home. Half a month prior, there's been a twirling talk that the federal authorities have distinguished eminent VIPs caught in the oddity off tapes they seized from the rap tycoon. However, the officials authoritatively haven't delivered any names, yet numerous sensationalist newspapers and blabber online journals have emerged with arrangements of individuals they suspect were recorded by Diddy inquisitively. The names set forward so far are essentially as fluctuated as the varieties in a painter's range, creating bunches of turmoil in the personalities of fans. Luckily, Joe Rogan, who seems to have insider data and is typically the wellspring of precise data, has purportedly delivered a rundown of 13 big names displayed in Diddy's oddity off film. Fortunately, I've gotten the rundown of names suspected to be on Joe Rogan's supposed rundown. And having done my cross-checks in view of past data, I have presumably that these top famous people are in the recording. The names incorporate Cassie Ventura, Stevie J, Rodney Jones, Juror-compliant plant usher, youthful Miami Cuba Gooding, Daphne Happiness TD Jakes, Chris, earthy-colored Rick Ross, Jade Ree Will Smith, and Jennifer Lopez. How were these big names caught on Diddy's tapes? And what action were they purportedly participated in? Like, I couldn't actually envision such depravity and such happening to a hoodlum rapper like Tame Envision after an oddity off meeting with supposedly mild __. Diddy go along with me as I bring you through a world of fond memories to show how these individuals wound up in Diddy's supposed trap of trickery and coercion. How about we start with Cassie Ventura, the carrier and provocateur of Diddy's new difficulties. Diddy and Cassie dated for barely 10 years until they separated in 2018. Their relationship was only lively as the couple severed no less than multiple times just to accommodate again. Obviously, every relationship or marriage has its difficult situations. So no one thought everything, except there were bits of hearsay that the rap magnate was mauling his prestige. Wendy Williams implied this when she guaranteed during one of the episodes on her show that the chief of terrible kid diversion was controlling Cassie. My thing about when you date a magnate, it's a truly troublesome thing to keep away from them since, supposing that you think carefully, no one can tell when they'll spring up on the scene. Williams told her studio crowd, saying the action would terrify her. He can employ a plane right currently land on the top of the inn. She's remaining compensation individuals off at the front work area. Give me a key and let me up in her room. I think this was a fabulous oper from Puffy. I don't completely accept that he truly needs her back. I accept he most likely dealt with her at some specific point like a belonging. And anyway, many individuals hid her charge away from plain view, demanding that the "I'll be missing you" rapper was guiltless. Well, a couple of years after the fact, Wendy was legitimized when Cassie at last accumulated the boldness to sue for what is accepted to be a huge number of dollars. Cassie exploited New York's Grown-Up Survivors Act, which permitted casualties who have endured R&SA to sue their culprits. Presently, here's the fascinating yet miserable part. As per the suit, Diddy constrained Cassie to lay down with various men. While shooting the whole experience, she additionally asserted that the rapper would beat her till she drained and handled her until she turned into a fiend. Now, on the off chance that Cassie's claims are anything to go by, it's conceivable Diddy has her tapes, which could be in the ownership of the federal authorities, inquisitively dead. He denied every one of the charges, presumably, including having the recordings of Cassie anyway, given how quickly he moved to privately address any remaining issues. It raises eyebrows about Diddy's honesty for Cassie's situation, as a matter of fact, Cassie's claim. And the ensuing catastrophe enabled around 3 ladies to document claims against the business head honcho. So, considering how Diddy finished his claim with his prodige, it wouldn't be an over the top reach to expect that he has recordings of Cassie's oddity off. Next up on the supposed Joe Rogan list is music maker Stevie J. The honor-winning maker was essential for the Diddy creation group, the Hired Gunman, who dealt with his 1997 presentation collection. No chance to get out, he's been working for the terrible Kid Leader for the beyond 29 years and knows the intricate details of the organization. In a new meeting with TMZ, Stevie J Genuine, named Stephen Aaron Jordan, was at Diddy's Miami home when country security burst onto the scene with their choppers and protected vehicles. He portrayed the scene as a warlike zone, described by clearly bangs and vigorously equipped men. As per Stevie J, he was at the entryway of the studio when military men showed up and pointed around 15 laser dabs on his shirt, yelling directions at him. Yet that isn't the reason he's purportedly on Rogan's rundown. Here's the reason. Half a month prior, Rodney Jones Jr., music maker, recorded a claim against Diddy, asserting the music head honcho essa him. During his experience with the organization, Jones, who worked with Diddy on his most recent collection, guaranteed that the rap attempted to bait him into his bed. Yet he declined his advances to persuade Jones to lay down with him. Diddy flaunted that he'd laid down with probably the greatest names in the hip bounce industry and proceeded to drop a few hints about individuals he was alluding to without referencing their names, all with the exception of Stevie J. Now, that is a fascinating one, since for what reason didn't the business head honcho drop hints about Stevie J, yet referenced him by name? For instance, the claim states Diddy guaranteed he laid down with a rapper who hailed from and dated Nicki Minaj, which many individuals believe is alluding to easygoing, yet didn't specify him by name aside from certain commentaries. Like I couldn't in fact envision such lewdness and such happening to a hoodlum rapper like Quiet Envision after an oddity off meeting with supposedly compliant ending Diddy. So why Stevie J? This is where many fans suspect that Diddy has film of his oddity off with different people. On the off chance that he wouldn't be so bald-faced as to make reference to the music maker's name when he realized that he had proof to demonstrate it. Curiously, Jones asserted J. Diddy was important for an endeavor that pre-owned freak-off film to extort famous people to do their offering. And it's logical. Stevie J is on one of those tapes. Jones likewise asserted that Stevie J was important for the undertaking, and his occupation was to enlist the laborers for Diddy and his visitors, who disparaged his gatherings. True to form, Stevie J has denied all reports, firmly guarding his manager's distinction. As per him, Diddy is blameless of the multitude of claims raised against him, including Jones' claim, and surprisingly, took part in a web-based spat with 50 Penny where he provoked him to a battle. So in light of Rodney Jones' claim, it is profoundly conceivable that Stevie J could be on the Diddy's tapes discussing Rodney Jones' word on the road. Proposes that he also could be on Joe Rogan's rundown. Now, country security has been hush about what really set off the assaults on the Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami homes, aside from the authority reason that they were exploring HD inst violations. Anyway, many fans accept that Rodney Jones' claim is the primary driver that drove the security organization right into it. Every one of the claims against Diddy since last November were about Sa and our wrongdoings, none referencing anything about unlawfully shipping individuals. So considering that country security's explanation matches Jones' claim, it isn't fantastical to presume that his claim prompted the attack. As we referenced before, Jones asserted that Diddy grabbed him on a few events and endeavored to lay down with him. He reviewed a circumstance where Diddy bound his beverages with, and he fell oblivious, just to awaken close to a woman he accepted to be a sorker. He likewise guaranteed that Diddy coordinated freak-offs where he welcomed a few big names to come party. He then recorded these famous people participating in lewd acts, and later extorted them into doing his offering anyway. The claim doesn't specify